Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening everyone. Thank you for coming to my presentation. My name is Khairul Hidayah with list ID number 10A7. On this occasion, I will be presenting the topic of the effect of tofu tricks and wheat flour substitution in crackers on hedonic quality and nutritional content. Hopefully, this presentation can provide useful information for all of us. Okay, first of all, I will explain the introduction of this research article. As we know, the tofu industry produces waste in the form of tofu dregs, which is divided into liquid and solid waste. This waste often causes unpleasant odors and becomes an environmental problem. However, this waste has great potential due to its high protein content. Protein-rich tofu dregs can be utilized as a flour for crackers raw materials. This not only increases the nutritional value of crackers, but also reduces dependence on imported wheat flour. Okay, next I will talk about the materials and methods. The materials used to make these crackers are tofu flour, wheat flour, tapioca, salt, garlic, water, and cooking oil. The tofu flour used come from tofu craftsmen in Banyuwangi Regency. Okay, next I will explain the method station. If you look at the slide, we can see the scheme of the process of produce tofu flour in figure 1 and the process of produce crackers from tofu flour in figure 2. The process of tofu flour begins with pressing the tofu to reduce the water content, and next steaming is carried at a temperature of 121 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes for sterilization. After that, the tofu are dried using an oven and dry tofu are produced. And then the dry tofu are milling to produce flour with a small vertical size. The tofu flour is then sieved with an 80 until 100 sieve to uniform particle size. After that, tofu flour is obtained which has a uniform size. Okay, next let's talk about the tofu crackers. The produce tofu crackers begins with mixing all the ingredients with water and then stir and molding with a thickness, and next steaming at a temperature of 100 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. After that, the crackers are cooled for 24 hours to harden the texture of the crackers. And next, scalding and drying are carried out to extend the shelf life. And then the crackers are fried and the resulting tofu crackers are ready to be analyzed. Okay, the analysis process during this study includes two main aspects, namely physical characteristic and chemical content. The testing of physical characteristic is carried through a hedonic test, which includes an assessment of crunchiness, color, and flavor. Meanwhile, for chemical content, testing is carried on moisture content and protein content. The formulation of produce these crackers with substitution of tofu flour in treatment 1 as much as 10% with 90% with flour, and treatment 2 tofu flour as much as 20% and with flour 80%, and treatment 3 tofu flour 30% and with flour 70%, and counter treatment 100 with flour. Okay, next I will explain the result and discussion of this research. Look at the slide where the research results are displayed in graphic form for discussion about the crunchiness of tofu crackers. Treatment 2 obtained a high level of crunchiness of an average of 5.81 compared to other treatment. This crunchiness is related to water content. The more water evaporates during frying, the more air cavities will be formed so that the resulting product will be crispier. Okay, second discussion about the color of tofu crackers. The color of the tofu flour produced in this study is warm brown. Treatment 2, which used 20% tofu flour, obtained the high level of color preference because the color of picture was not too brown and not too white. Okay, the third discussion is about the flavor of crackers. The higher level of liking for the flavor of crackers was in the control treatment. This is because tofu flour can cause a sour flavor, so that consumers don't like it. Okay, the next discussion is about the protein content. The more tofu flour adjust, the higher the protein content. As we know, The tofu discs are processed soybeans that are rich in protein content. So, the processed soybeans also have high protein. Okay, the last discussion is about the moisture content. The higher the addition of tofu disc flour, the lower the moisture content. The moisture content in crackers of all treatment has been in accordance with Indonesian national standards, which states that the maximum moisture content in crackers is 11%. Okay, the conclusion that can be drawn from this study are the addition of tofu disc flour in making crackers affects the level of panelist preference, namely in the parameters of crunchiness, color, and flavor. Addition of tofu disc flour, knowing the effect of making crackers on protein content and moisture content. Okay, that's all of my presentation. Do you have any question? If you have any question, I'll be happy to answer them now. Okay, I think there are no questions. I hope my presentation can be understandable. I will say goodbye. Thank you for the attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.